What's up? I'm Shanice and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a what I eat in a day. Let's give a little background. So we are not vegetarians, but we do eat a lot of produce and a lot of plant-based foods. So whenever I mention milk, we're drinking almond milk. But funny enough, we use real butter, we use real cheese. It's just in smaller amounts. Something else, I am a volume eater. I like to eat large amounts of food and feel satiated and satisfied at the end of my meals. So that's another reason why we incorporate a lot of produce in our meals, because I like to feel full and I want to be full off of nutritious and beneficial foods for me. Now that the disclaimer's out the way, I have already worked out, taken my shower. I have not eaten anything today, just had a cup of coffee and some water. So let's get cooking. Initially, I was gonna make blueberry flaxseed pancakes, but I'm not in a sweet mood. I'm in a savory mood. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a yummy egg toast breakfast situation, and we'll see what I come up with. Breakfast is ready and so am I. My stomach was growling while I was cooking. So if that's not a telltale sign, I don't know what is. So I ended up going with scrambled eggs, some toast, and a breakfast salad. I don't know how popular this is, but it's what I wanted this morning and it sounded great to me. So I have just like these mixed greens that I got yesterday on sale for $1.50, a whole bag for $1.50. So I need to use that up within the next couple of days. And I figured, why not have a salad with breakfast? It's super simple. All it is mixed greens. I added some red onion and shaved Asiago cheese. Oh, and then I did a little bit of nature seasoning. The dressing is really light. It's lemon and olive oil. Literally, it's so light and crisp. It's just gonna be delicious. I'm really excited. Okay, here we go. So, scrambled eggs. Cooked to perfection. Nice and light, buttery, tasty. Speaking of buttery, see this bread. Okay, thick, hearty piece of bread. This oatmeal bread, she thick. Like I only need one piece of toast. And usually I will load my toast with either avocado, peanut butter, and bananas, but I cannot do it with this. Like the butter is more than enough. I'm probably gonna top it off with like some eggs, like a little sandwich. We're having a breakfast salad? Sure, why not? This combo though, the Asiago with the lemon, wowza. Wow, this is delicious. Sorry if you can hear my laundry going in the back. It is what it is. But I finished up some of the things around the house and I am ready for a snack. And I'm thinking I go with a sweet snack today because I had a savory breakfast. Let's go see what I've got. So I've got my cereal and I've got my pineapple, but this is not just like any regular cereal. This is a hefty cereal, okay? We've got 4 grams of fiber per serving, 15 grams of whole grains per serving. It's made of corn, rice, quinoa, flax, buckwheat, and amaranth. I've never heard of amaranth, but it's in the mix with all of the other good stuff, so I'm gonna assume it's good for you. But I like it because the ingredients are pretty clean and it tastes good still. Like to me, it tastes like a textured Honey Bunches of Oats. Like I said before, I don't really have a sweet tooth, but this does satisfy the sweetness that I'm craving today, as well as this pineapple. It is so juicy and sweet and perfect. We were kind of worried because it was still kind of green, but my daughter really wanted pineapple, so we took a risk, and it was a risk that paid off. I have had such a hellacious morning. I've been on the phone with insurance companies, with Apple customer service. It's just been a lot it's been so draining, but it's okay. I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat lunch. I think I'm gonna make a vegetarian stir fry. I've got some leftover rice in the fridge I'm gonna add to it. And I'm also gonna prep our dinner for tonight. Today is Tuesday and I have yet to watch episode 3 of Euphoria. So once I'm done with lunch, I'm gonna sit my ass down and enjoy my lunch and watch Euphoria. I normally don't condone eating and watching at the same time, but I feel like today I deserve it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Before I give recipe details, I thought I'd introduce myself. My name is Shanice and I'm married to my high school sweetheart, and we have 2 children, an 11-year-old girl and a 5-year-old boy. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom. I remember working long hours only to come home and spend 30 minutes of quality time with each of my family members, including my husband. But luckily things have changed and slowed down, and I am beyond grateful for this season of life. I've been able to lean into who I am outside of being a mother by discovering old hobbies, including reading. I'll honestly read anything, but I especially love mystery novels, so if you know of a good one, please leave it down below. All right, let's get into this recipe. First up, I am gonna put sesame seed oil into a hot pan. I'm only using half of the vegetables that I cut up. The rest will be used for lunch on another day. And next, I'm gonna season. I used ground ginger, salt, and pepper, but you can use whatever seasonings you like. Then I added some soy sauce and I added some rice wine vinegar, and then I'm just gonna cover it up and kind of let it steam. And I forgot to chop the garlic, so this is me adding the garlic a little bit later, which kind of worked out because the heat was so high. I think that the garlic would have burned and added a little bitter flavor to it. Obviously, not what I want. So this is me plating it. It smelled so good. I was beyond excited to eat this. And now I'm just gonna top it off with some fresh lime juice and a little bit of soy sauce. I am so ready to eat. Everything looks so good and smells even better. I can't wait to taste it. Let's see. Oh yeah. I like cooked carrots, but I don't like it when they're mushy and overcooked. And I also don't like it undercooked and raw. And these are perfect. These are al dente. All the veggies are al dente. The broccoli is not mushy. It still has texture, but it's kind of soft. The zucchini is the zucchini, but everything else is so good and flavorful. I'm glad I squeezed the lime at the end. It just is so yummy, and I'm very excited to get started on my episode. Devin and I decided on pulled pork sandwiches with a side of sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna put the roast in the crock pot. I think I'm gonna throw in some onions on the bottom, put the roast on top and season it. And then we're gonna let it cook on low for like 4 to 6 hours, I think is what it said. All right, let's make some dinner. I'm starting with an onion. I don't know if it's a white onion or a yellow onion, but I prefer to use these to cook like my warm dishes, soups and sauces and things like that. Anyways, I cut the onion in slices because I thought it would cook well with the meat while adding flavor and moisture to the crock pot. I just seasoned the onions with salt and pepper, but you do you. Next, I started seasoning the pork with butt rub. It's literally called butt rub. I found mine at Publix, but I'm sure you can find yours at any grocery store. I also added some salt and pepper for additional flavor. This next step is crucial. Be sure to sear your meat before you place it in the crock pot. It will add another layer of flavor to your finished dish, as well as adding a little bit of color. Once it was seared, I placed it in the crock pot and added about a 1/4 cup of water for additional moisture because I was so paranoid that it would come out dry. So then I put it on low for about 5.5 hours. Now, for the sweet potatoes, I added salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and then I lightly coated it in oil and put it in the oven at 425 for about 45 minutes. But towards the last half, I added a little bit of unsalted butter and finished baking it. Good morning, it's the next day. I had some technical difficulties last night, so I didn't really get to explain my meal, but I can now. Last night's dinner was chef's kiss. I served the pulled pork on a sesame seed bun, and then we had some barbecue sauce on it. The meat was tender and flavorful. It was so good. And my sweet potatoes were incredible. Just super flavorful. They were crispy on the outside and then like soft on the inside. It was just so delicious. But I just wanted to kind of close out the video and say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.